sinking red on the western line. Dust on my boots and a brand new shine. 17 head in a long day's chew. Fence posts leaning like they've been through. Old blue steady and the bay mare's keen. Get along, little dog, through the sage and mesquite. We saddle up hard when the day runs thin, and the prairie hums where the miles begin. Longhorn crowns in the crooked road, white-tipped spears in the evening glow. Rope in my hand and my hat pulled low, I call hold tight and the young ones go. Dust clouds rise in a copper veil, boot heels drum like a freight train rail. Boys ride circles till the strays come in, and the whole herd moves like a slow burn hymn. Hear that wind through the yucca grass, smell that smoke where the cook fire passed. One more push before the night sets in, then we'll count 'em all and grin. Ride, ride, ride on, dust on the cinch, keep rolling on. Ride, ride, ride on, we rope 'em in till the sun is gone. Hee-yah, let 'em swing, we got the whole wide world in a cattle ring. Ride, ride, ride on, dust on the cinch, keep rolling on. Billy on point with the buckskin rope, Tom's got a shout and a bundle of hope. One cow kicks left with a wild-eyed glare, I plant my heel and I meet her there. Luke goes flying through the last red haze, caught her clean in a silver blaze. Then she settled down with a snort and a spin, like she knew the road and was giving in. We crossed that flat where the sun glisters gold, through tumbleweed and a gulch half old. Coyotes yapping at a low-slung moon, but the herd keeps time to our trail tune. Water skin's warm, but we share it round. A laugh goes up and a fiddle sound. Every tired back in the saddle bent, still there's pride in the miles we spent. Hear that wind through the yucca grass, smell that smoke where the cook fire passed. One more push before the night sets in, then we'll count 'em all and grin. Ride, ride, ride on, dust on the cinch, keep rolling on. Ride, ride, ride on, we rope 'em in till the sun is gone. Hee-yah, let 'em swing, we got the whole wide world in a cattle ring. Ride, ride, ride on, dust on the cinch, keep rolling on. When the dark comes down and the stars come out, we'll trade old stories, laugh and shout. Boots by the fire and a plate of beans, side by side like we've always been. And if the trail gets long, tomorrow dawn, we'll hitch up fast and be moving on. 'Cause a man knows his name by the road he's been, and the plains keep calling us back again. Ride, ride, ride on, dust on the cinch, keep rolling on. Ride, ride, ride on, we rope 'em in till the sun is gone. Hee-yah, let 'em swing, we got the whole wide world in a cattle ring. Ride, ride, ride on, dust on the cinch, keep rolling on. Dust on the cinch, sun on the plain. One more herd, and we'll do it again. Dust on the cinch, keep rolling on, till the last red ember leaves the sky alone. He came down off the ridge at dawn, with a hat worn thin and a coat of rain. Old dust on his boots, gray in his beard, and a horse so calm he knew his name. The canyon burned red in the morning light, like a fire that never learned to die. He touched that brim and he looked ahead, then he let the trail go by. The river ran low through the cottonwood, with a silver skin and a crooked bend. His horse picked stones with an easy grace, like it knew the end from the beginning. He'd crossed those rocks in a younger day, when the world felt wide and the road ran long. Now every mile had a memory, and every turn had a song. He said, boy, we've seen our share, to the horse with the steady eye. Some roads get rough, some roads get lost, but the good ones take their time. Keep on crossing old red trail, keep on crossing through the vale. Horse beside me, river low, that's the way the hard years go. Keep on crossing day by day, leave a little dust to pray. If the wind calls out my name, I'll be crossing all the same. There was a scar on the saddle horn from a fence wire long ago, and a dent in the canteen tin from a campfire falling slow. He'd buried a brother past Mesquite Hill, and a love back where the mesquites grow. Some hearts don't mend, they just keep pace with the miles they used to know. He stopped where the canyon opened wide, and the whole sky spilled like gold. The river sang through the broken stones in a voice both young and old. He fed that horse a palm of grain, then he listened to the wind reply, like it held the names of every man who'd ever rode that side. Keep on crossing old red trail, keep on crossing through the vale. Horse beside me, river low, that's the way the hard years go. Keep on crossing day by day, leave a little dust to pray. If the wind calls out my name, I'll be crossing all the same. He took a breath and closed his eyes, let the morning warm his face. Said, I've lived enough to understand a man can lose his place. But the canyon held him gentle there, like a hand across his soul. And for one slow mile, the ache he knew became a kind of home. By the time the sun climbed over stone, his shadow ran long and lean, horse and rider, bone and breath on a road of red and green. He never needed much to leave, just a trail, a sky and time. And that winding river kept on going, like it knew the same old ride. crossing the red trail, keep on crossing through the veil. Horse beside me, river low, that's the way the hard years go. Keep on crossing day by day, leave a little dust to pray. If the wind calls out my name, I'll be crossing all the same. Yeah, I'll be crossing all the same. Down that trail through red rock flame.
Saturday dust on our boots, pulled up to the fairground gate. Pickups lined up by the fence, kids in straw hats yelling late.
You took my hand, said come on, we stepped where the lanterns glowed, and the whole town rocked in time to the band in the rodeo road.
Well, the girls in their red calico, the boys all with polished shoes. That floor got hot real quick and we had nothing left to lose.
I leaned in close, she laughed out loud, said, honey, don't you slow. When the fiddles started calling, everybody had to go. Spin me, cowboy, spin me fast.
Turn that circle wide,
make this good time last. Spin me, cowboy, under lantern light. If the town keeps singing,
we'll dance all night. Old man Joe on the fiddle stand drew a bow like a morning prayer. Mandy with the silver belt kicked up dust with her copper hair.
I twirled you past the lemonade, past the pie table and the prize rings too. You smiled like a screen door slam and I fell back in love with you.
Well, the boots hit hard on the pine wood floor and the board sang back in tune. The mandolin was kissing off like the edge of a harvest moon.
You said, hold me just a little.
I said, baby, that's what I'll do. Then the whole room started grinning when I pulled you through. Spin me, cowboy,
spin me fast.
Turn that circle wide,
make this good time last.
Spin me, cowboy, under lantern light.
If the town keeps singing,
we'll dance all night.
Brother Ray with his white straw hat threw a challenge from the side, said that little Texas two-step better keep your boots in stride.
So I dipped you low and back again, and you gave me that high beam grin, like the whole wide world was simple if the music let us in.
Now the preacher's boy and the barber's girl were laughing by the wall. Even the sheriff tapped his heel like he couldn't help it all.
And when the drummer brushed it soft,
then snapped it right back through,
you squeezed my hand and said,
look what love can do. Spin me, cowboy,
spin me fast.
Turn that circle wide,
make this good time last.
Spin me, cowboy, under lantern light.
If the town keeps singing,
we'll dance all night.
Mama on the folding chair waved her fan and smiled at me.
Said, son, that girl you brought is the best sight here to see.
So I crossed that old dance floor with my heart caught in your hand,
and the whole room swayed beside us like a wheat field in the wind. Let the lanterns burn,
let the floorboard shake,
let the fiddler smile,
let the good love wake.
We came here tired, but we left brand new with a Saturday night.
dance all night.
Spin me, cowboy,
Till the stars go wide.
in this little Texas town.
We were born tonight. The fire burns low by the wagon track. Coffee in tin cups, black as tar. Boots in the dirt, hats tipped back. We count our blessings by the stars. The herd lies down in a silver line, soft as a prayer through the sage. I take one sip, I let it ride, and the whole wide world feels far away. The prairie is holding its breath tonight, not a trace of hurry in the sky. Every old trouble loose and slow when the wind comes through and the embers glow. Under the prairie stars, we keep it quiet, keep it kind. Under the prairie stars, the night lays down its heavy mind. Tin cups warm in our hands, herds settle close where they stand. Under the prairie stars, we are all we need tonight. Bill tells a tale of a springtime flood. Jake just grins and spits in the flame. No man here talks about what hurts too much. We leave those ghosts outside the range. A harmonica drifts from the dark somewhere, like a train that forgot its load. It curls through the grass and stirs the air, and fades where the buffalo road goes. The moon hangs high like a lantern nail, and the cottonwoods barely move. Even the dogs don't make a sound, they know the peace that has come around. Under the prairie stars, we keep it quiet, keep it kind. Under the prairie stars, the night lays down its heavy mind. Tin cups warm in our hands, herds settle close where they stand. Under the prairie stars, we are all we need tonight. I think of the women back home asleep, mending dreams by the lamps we glow. I think of the road and the years we keep, like fence wire wrapped in snow. But here by the fire, the hours slow, and the hard things soften some. You can hear your own heart in the open road, beat steady like a slow drum. The sparks rise up and the dark gleams in. Still I feel no fear at all. Just a good clean hush settling deep in me, like rain on a cabin wall. The prairie is holding its breath tonight, and I'm grateful for the view, for the men around this little flame, and the miles that brought us through. Under the prairie stars, we keep it quiet, keep it kind. Under the prairie stars, the night lays down its heavy mind. Tin cups warm in our hands, hurt settle close where they stand. Under the prairie stars, we are all we need tonight. So let the embers fall, let the night stay wide and still. We'll ride when the dawn comes pale, but not yet, not until the sky is full.
I woke before the sun on a ridge of red stone. My coffee turned cold and my tin cup bone. Down in the silver grass, they were moving slow, a wild little army in the first light glow. There were dark manes flying like flags in the wind, foes close to their mothers and the dust rolling in. I leaned on the saddle horn and I said out loud, Lord, look what you let live beneath this cloud. The east wind hailed, then it caught on fire, and every hoofbeat climbed a little higher. My old heart opened like a barn door wide when the day came breaking over the prairie side. Run free, wild and unruly. Run free, you were made for the wild. I'll stand right here and watch you go. Run free in the sunrise glow. I've seen fence lines rust and men come and go. I've seen dry years last longer than they should know. But them horses taught me what the river knows. You can't chain the wind when it finds its road. One gray stallion turned his head my way, like he'd measured my whole life in a single stare. Then he bolted forward with a long-lost cry, and the whole herd followed like a prayer in the sky. The east wind hailed, then it caught on fire, and every hoofbeat climbed
sunrise glow. And the last good mare, how he'd tip his hat to the open air. Said, son, some things ain't ours to keep. They belong to the horizon and the leaning hills asleep. So I let them fade in the burning gold, past the yucca shadows and the shale rock fold. And I thank that morning for the mercy it gave to a tired old cowhand at the edge of the range. Run free, wild and unruly. Run free, you were made for the wild. I'll stand right here and watch you go. Run free, in the sunrise glow. If the good Lord's kind, He'll let me see that same wild mercy when He calls for me. Run free, till the last light's gone. Run free, and carry on.
The lake lay still as glass under a veil of mist. I parked my truck by the cedar line and breathed that mountain kiss. The morning moves like prayer on the water, pale and slow. I set my cup on the hood of the truck and let the cold wind go. My hair is pinned up loose, my coat smells like the rain, and in that quiet empty dawn I hear your old last name. The pines lean in to listen, the reeds all know my face. I came to heal this wounded heart and lost my own by the place. Down by the lake, I remember you. Down by the lake, I do. Your name comes soft like mist on blue. Down by the lake, I remember you. We were young and reckless with a borrowed beat-up car. We throw a line near the fallen dock and count the bobber stars. You laughed when the minnows nipped at your bare feet. You said a girl could catch forever if she held it loosely. We skipped that flat gray stone till the sky turned golden high, and you took my hand so careful then, like you knew time could fly. Now the same water trembles at the touch of the breeze, and every little ripple says what used to be. Down by the lake, I remember you. Down by the lake, mist on blue. Down by the lake, I remember you. I heard you found a new road far beyond these hills, someplace with painted storefronts and a faster kind of thrill. I do not blame your footsteps for going where they go, but here the old stones hold our vows in a language I still know. The sun comes up in silver on my rings and on the wood, and I wonder if you ever miss this quiet like I could. There's a trail of faded footprints where we walked that summer day. I stand where I was left behind and watch them wash away. Down by the lake, I remember you. Down by the lake, I do. Your name comes soft like mist on blue. Down by the lake, I remember you. A blue heron cuts the surface like a seam through satin cloth. I brush my thumb across the muck and think of all we lost. Not just the vows we spoke or the house we never built, but the girl I was beside you and the faith she never killed. Still I love the gentle weather of the place you used to be. You were a storm that never stayed, but you were true to me. So I leave a little mercy in the place where sorrow grew. If the heart can hold two endings, mine can hold one too. Down by the lake, I remember you. Down by the lake, I do. Your name comes soft like mist on blue. Down by the lake, I remember you. Maybe that is healing, not forgetting what was real, just learning how the broken part can still be tender still. So I let the morning take me like a hymn across the hill. I am not your girl of summer now, but I am breathing still. The mist begins to lift now off the far side of the cove, and every little thing I feared looks softer than I know. The minnows turn like silver in a bright and patient school. The world goes on without a fuss, and that feels holy too. I place your